दोस्तों स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे YouTube चैनल मैथमेटिकल पाठशाला में। आज के इस लेक्चर में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे मॉडर्न अलजेब्रा गेट 2017 का कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन। इन दैट सेशन दे हैव आस्क्ड टोटल 4 क्वेश्चंस, आउट ऑफ विच 2 क्वेश्चंस आर फ्रॉम ग्रुप थ्योरी, 1 क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम फील्ड थ्योरी एंड 1 क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम रिंग थ्योरी. All the questions I will say, all the are standard questions. If you have studied with basic, then you will not have any problem to attempt any problem, and those problems are very easy if you are aware of the concept. ये एग्ज़ाम में काफ़ी जल्दी और काफ़ी एक्यूरेसी के साथ में अटेम्प्ट हो जाएंगी. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं पहली प्रॉब्लम के साथ. ये क्वेश्चन ग्रुप थ्योरी का है. लेट जी बी अ नॉन अबिलियन ग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्डर 1 to 5. So we have given order of G is 5 cube. Then the total number of elements in ZG where x belongs to G such that xg is equal to gx for every G belongs to capital G and G is non-abelian. This question we have covered already in the theory lectures. Order of group is 5 to the power cube. So this is a 5 group. That means every element has order of some power of 5. So this is a P group where P value is 5. And this G is non-abelian. We know that G is non-abelian. This implies center of G is properly contained in normalizer of A, where A is non-identity element, and normalizer is properly contained in the group. And also we know that this is a finite P group, and किसी भी finite P group में center में at least P element होते हैं. So I can also say order of ZG is bigger than or equal to P, where P value is 5 here, since G is P value is 5. This is a P group. This is true in any P group. So order of G is 5q. So this is a 5 group. In a 5 group, center has at least 5 elements. So this you can prove by using the conjugacy classes. So this is an easy property of the P groups. Now if you take order here, so you can say 5 is less than or equal to order of ZG, less than or equal to order of normalizer of A, where A is non-identity element, because if you choose A to be identity, then the normalizer will be whole of group. Normalizer की definition यूज करोगे तो इसमें वो सारे element आते हैं जो A से commute करते हैं. तो अगर आप identity लोगे तो identity से हर एक element commute कर जाएगा. And this should be this not equal, because this ZG is properly contained in normalizer, and this is properly contained in order of G, that is 5 cube. सेंटर में एटलीस्ट 5 एलिमेंट है, ग्रुप का ऑर्डर 5 to the power 3 है, एंड नॉर्मलाइजर इन दोनों के बीच में स्क्यूज है. सो व्हाट इज द पॉसिबल कार्डिनलिटी ऑफ नॉर्मलाइजर ऑफ ए? सो दिस विल फोर्स अस ऑर्डर ऑफ सेंटर विल बी 5 एंड ऑर्डर ऑफ नॉर्मलाइजर विल बी एग्जैक्टली 5 स्क्वायर. बिकॉज अगर आप 5 स्क्वायर के अलावा कोई और चॉइस लोगे नॉर्मलाइजर में, तो अगर नॉर्मलाइजर में 5 एलिमेंट हो गए तो सेंटर में आइडेंटिटी आएगा. बट वी आर ऑलरेडी saying that G is a P group, so its center will have at least P elements, where P value is 5. So center will be having 5 element, and normalizer will contain 5 square element, and group will contain 5 cube element. So this is the cardinality of center will be exactly 5. चलिए दूसरे क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. दिस क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम फील्ड थ्योरी. लेट F1 and F2 be two subfields of a finite field F consisting of 2 power 9 and 2 power 6 element. Order of F1 is 2 power 9. Order of F2 is 2 power 6, and I can assume my field is, say order of field is 2 power k, where 9 and 6 both divides K. That I can assume because we have given F1 and F2 be to subfield of a finite field. This is my original field and subfield का order क्या क्या possible है 2 की power something जो इस K को divide करें. But we have already given order of F1 is 2 power 9, order of F2 is 2 power 6. So order of F will be 2 power K where 9 and 6 must divide K. So this is I am using from basic finite field theory. And also you should know one more thing. Suppose you are having a field of order p to the power k where p is some prime, because the cardinality of field is never divisible by two distinct primes. So it must be some natural power of some prime. So if cardinality of a field is p power k, this is true for finite field, then every element of this field must be a root of this equation. X power p power k minus x बराबर 0. Every element of this must be a root of this equation. This is a basic finite field theory. अगर आप ये सोचो कि आपने फील्ड थ्योरी नहीं पढ़ी है और क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने जाओगे तो हो सकता है आपके क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट हो जाएंगे, कुछ स्टेटमेंट आप याद कर लो तो क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट हो जाएंगे, बट आगे जाके जब आपको कहीं प्रूफ की रिक्वायरमेंट पड़ेगी या कुछ बेसिक टर्मिनोलॉजी की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो वो आपके माइंड में कभी नहीं आएगी. तो बेटर है कि आप एक बार किसी अच्छी बुक से फील्ड थ्योरी के बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट से गो थ्रू हो जाइए. सो दिस F1 has this cardinality, F2 has this cardinality. They are asking of the cardinality of this intersection. Clearly, intersection of two field is again a intersection of two subfield is again a subfield. So this is a subfield. So it must have order 2 power t, where t divides 9 and t divides 6. That is true because F1 intersection F2 is a subfield of F1. This is a subfield of F2. So its order can be 2 power t, where t must divide 9 and t must divide 6. We know if order of F is p power k, this implies there exists a subfield of order p power say L, where L divides k. If order of F is p power k, then you can always find a subfield of p power L where L is a divisor of k. And this is the only possible cardinality of subfield, that is a p power L where L is a divisor of k. So this is the possible. So can you give me the common factors of t 9 and 6? So the common factor will be t is either 9 t is either it is 1 or it is 3. So they are asking then the total number of elements in F1 intersection F2. So what can you say, what are the possible answer? This F1 and F2, यहाँ के अगर आप this is a field, यहाँ के जो एलिमेंट होंगे इस F1 के वो सारे रूट होंगे x पावर 2 पावर 9 माइनस x इक्वेशन के. यहाँ पर जो रूट्स होंगे x पावर 2 पावर 6 माइनस x इस इक्वेशन की. अगर आप इनके कॉमन लोगे तो आपके पास टोटल 2 की पावर 1 सेकेंड, अगर आप इनके कॉमन रूट्स पिक करोगे तो आपके पास 2 की पावर 3 8 रूट्स कॉमन आएंगे. सो दिस इज द पॉसिबल कार्डिनलिटी ऑफ F1 इंटरसेक्शन F2, बिकॉज 0 और 1 हमेशा इस फील्ड में हमेशा ही होंगे. तो या तो इसकी कार्डिनलिटी 2 होगी या 2 की पावर 3 होगी. तो इसके पास टोटल 8 एलिमेंट्स होंगे. एंड वन मोर थिंग यू कैन ऑब्जर्व, दिस F2 इज नॉट अ सबफील्ड ऑफ F1 बिकॉज 6 डज नॉट डिवाइड 9. तो ये दोनों डिस्टिंक्ट सबफील्ड है, डिस्टिंक्ट है बट डिसजॉइंट नहीं बोल सकते क्योंकि 0 और 1 दोनों में हमेशा अवेलेबल है. So answer will be here 8. One thing I have left for you here, that is I have not discarded the case that there will be only two elements. There will be only two elements in common, 0 and 1. I have taken the answer 2 power 3. So can you give me any other solution of this equation? इनके आप कॉमन सोल्यूशन फाइंड कर सकते हो. सो इनके जो कॉमन सोल्यूशन होंगे उनमें 0 और 1 के अलावा भी एक एलिमेंट आएगा. दैट विल गिव यू द फुल आर्ग्यूमेंट दैट their subfield contains 2 power 3 elements. So try to prove that claim. Roots of this equation and roots of this equation has at least 3 common elements. Let's come to the question number 3. This question is from group theory. Let S9 be the group of all permutations of the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then the total number of elements of S9 that commute with the tau. So we are having a group S9. They are asking the total number of elements which commute with this tau. Tau is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are asking cardinality of normalizer of tau. This is the definition of normalizer is collection of all those elements which commute with tau. So the cardinality of tau is also given by order of G divided with order of, not order, class of tau. So this relation you already know from basic group theory. What is class of tau? You know the class equation of S9, or you know the class equation of Sn, or you know how to write the class equation of S9, or in general class equation of Sn. What are those elements which are conjugate to tau? So you can write one thing. In Sn, tau 1 and tau 2 are conjugate. Conjugate means they are in the same conjugacy class. If and only if tau 1 and tau 2 have same cycle decomposition. तो टाउ का साइकिल डिकम्पोजिशन कितना है? साइकिल डिकम्पोजिशन ऑफ टाउ 3, 4, 1, 1, क्योंकि एक 3 लाइन की साइकिल, एक 4 लाइन की साइकिल और बाकी सिंगलटन साइकिल. सो दिस इज द साइकिल डिकम्पोजिशन ऑफ दिस टाउ. सो कैन यू फाइंड दिस? Yes, you can obviously find this one. The answer will be like this. I am here using formula, but I will tell you how I am getting this formula. 9 factorial, this is the order of group. And class of sigma, आपको वो class of tau की cardinality, वो सारे एलिमेंट जिनका cycle decomposition 3, 4, 1 है. So this is equal to 9 factorial upon 1 power 2, 3 power 1, 4 power 1, factorial 2, factorial 1, factorial 1. So you will get, this will get cancelled out. You will have 3 into 4 into 2. You will have only 24 elements. So here I have found the cardinality of class by using this formula. But you can use your combinatorics also. How you can use? Because you are having total 9 symbols. So first you are choosing, you are having first 9 elements. Out of 9 you are choosing first 3 elements. So you have chosen 3 elements. So the number of ways will be 9 choose 3. This symbol I am using for the combinations. This is 9 choose 3. Now from these 3 cycles, how many distinct 3 cycles you can create? You can create exactly 3 minus 1 factorial cycles. You can see number of distinct R cycles in Sn will be n choose R minus 1 factorial. This how you can create. From n symbols you can choose R elements at random, and once you have one R cycle, from that R cycle if you fix any element and move any other element, then you will always get a new element. So you are fixing one element and rest R minus 1 element has R minus 1 factorial choices. You can remove, you can move any other elements. For example like this, Suppose you are having 1, 2, 3, 4. You are fixing your 3 element. Then you move any element, you will always have a new element. Suppose you have moved this 1, 4, 3, 2. This is a new element. Suppose you are doing this 2, 1, 3, 4. This is a new element. So you fix any element and move any other element. You will always get a distinct elements. So this you can done by fixing only one element. So here you will have 3 by using this you will have 3 minus 1 factorial choices. Now you are having only 6 elements now. So out of 6 elements you are choosing at random 4 elements to create this 4 cycle. But once you have 1 4 cycle, you can create 4 minus 1 distinct 4 cycles. And you do not need to work with these two because these are single length cycles. So you will have such many choices. So either you find this one or this one, both will give you same answer that you can verify. So this I am leaving it, I have already solved, not leaving it to you. So this is how I make this formula. If you solve this, you will get same answer. So answer will be 24 here. Now let's come to the last question. This is from ring theory. Let Qx be the ring of polynomials over Q. Then the total number of maximal ideals in the quotient ring. They are asking about this Qx ideal generated by x power 4 minus 1. Clearly this is reducible over Qx. So this structure is not a field. Can I write in this manner? This is x minus 1, x plus 1, x square plus 1. That is okay with you. Now you see these three are pair of co-maximal ideals. You choose any two ideals that will form a co-maximal ideal. That means your I plus j will give you whole ring. You choose any two ideals. Suppose for example I am choosing these first two ideals. X plus, so x minus 1 and x plus 1. Now you subtract this x minus 1 from this, then you will have x plus 1 minus x plus 1, that is 2. Now 2 is a unit in rational. So once your unit is in some ideal, because you are looking for I plus j. So I plus j contains 2, and once it is containing any unit, then that has to be equal to R ring. That means it is a pair of co-maximal ideal. Similarly, you can choose this and with this one and this one. So you multiply with x square or do some other calculation to claim that this contains some unit element. For unit element, it is sufficient to show that this contains some constant element, and constant should be non-zero, because in rational every non-zero element is a unit because Q is a field. So you have to use that thing also. आपको यहाँ पे show करना होगा कि this x minus 1 x square plus 1 contains some unit element. So try to find for this as I have found for this, and once you have done with this, you can say this is isomorphic to Qx ideal generated with x minus 1, Qx ideal generated with x plus 1, Qx ideal generated with x square minus 1, x square plus 1. How I am writing this? This is by using Chinese remainder theorem. This is one of the most important concept in ring theory for basic part, not higher part. So this, by using Chinese remainder theorem, I can separate out these ideals because all these are pair of co-maximal ideals. And that thing I am saying that try to show that this x square plus 1 and x minus 1 or x square plus 1 and x plus 1 forms a pair of co-maximal ideals. Please try that exercise. So this qx over x minus 1, this x minus 1 being a linear polynomial, it is irreducible, and this qx, where q is a field, so this qx is a PID, and in a PID every irreducible element generates a maximal ideal. So this structure will be a field. So this is isomorphic to some say field F1, this is some field F2, this is also a field because x square plus 1 is irreducible over q. So this is an irreducible element over q. So this forms a maximal ideal, and this quotient will be a field. And every field contains two ideals. So it has two ideals, 0, F1, it contains two ideals, 0, F2, it contains two ideals, 0, F3. Now you need to compute the maximal ideals. So there will be exactly there will be three maximal ideals, F1 cross F2 cross 0, F1 cross 0 cross F3, 0 cross F2 cross F3. So these are the only possible three choices for maximal ideal, and also these are prime ideals you can prove, because every maximal ideal is prime ideal. So, and you can observe there is no other ideal which is maximal other than these two. If you take any other ideal, that must be either whole of ring or it must be contained in some of the ideals. So these three are maximal ideals in this structure. Once you have proved this is isomorphic to this F1 cross F2 cross F3, then you are doing this thing. I hope you understand each and every problem, and still if you have any doubt you can ask in the comment section, and इस exercise को जरूर try करना, this x square plus 1 and x plus 1, how to prove that they are containing each other or they are containing some unit element. And if you need PDFs of this assignment, you can get in our application which is available on Google Play Store, that is Mathematical Pathshala application. And in the application you visit the store section, and in the store section you will find a course on GATE examination, and in that course you will get the PDFs of this assignment as well as a video solution that I am doing here. Thanks for watching this solution series.